how can retirees withdraw from their portfolios the most efficiently? We'll hear from a financial investor next on Wealth. According to a study from Allianz Life, less than half of Americans say they currently have a plan for how they will take income in retirement. And 45% worry about how to best take distributions from their retirement savings for retirement income. We want to help you out and discuss the best strategies for withdrawing that money in retirement. Joining me on set to discuss is Dominic DeAndrea, financial advisor for Dandara Wealth Management. So, Dominic, I guess let's start with the basic question here. When you hit retirement age, you may just assume that you can start withdrawing money as needed. I mean, I have to say, like, me personally, I put money in my 401k, and then it's just there for when I need it, right? But is that how it works?
First of all, thanks for having me, Julie. That's how a lot of people do it. And the problem is that if you go like that, and right now we're in a market downturn. So if you're taking money out in a market downturn and you want to continue taking that same amount out, well, your money's going down and you're taking out, so you're never going to have a chance to recover. So that's definitely not the best way to do it. There's definitely strategies that they should be looking at to make sure that they can weather market downturns throughout retirement.
Okay, so what's one strategy? What's the best strategy that they can use for that?
That's a fantastic question. So one thing is they should look at how they can get a guaranteed income as part of their income. So which a product like an annuity can work there. There's some income investments that can work there where they get a guaranteed stream of income for the rest of their life on that portion of their assets. So they know on a monthly basis that their bills are paid, their day-to-day expenses are paid, they can live. And then they can still have some money that's playing the market because they want to know that when inflation happens and the market does come back, that they have those assets to grow. So a combination of both, instead of just pulling from the 401k, which again could eventually hurt them. And if they live a long life, will eventually potentially go to zero, and then there's nothing to draw on, whereby having a guaranteed strategy, they know that that money, even when it hits zero, they're still going to get a check for the rest of their life, and depending on how it's set up, potentially their significant other's life also.
And then there's Social Security, and I'm curious about what role it plays and whether there are benefits when you're trying to figure out your whole income picture, whether there are benefits into delaying that receiving of Social Security.
Another great question. Absolutely. When I sit down with somebody, Social Security is a very key point in planning for future. Some people need it right away. Some people think they need it right away because they want to get their money. But sometimes it's better to take a strategy where they might take income off of their 401k, their 403b, their IRAs, and let Social Security grow, because that's the one asset that's guaranteed to increase from 62 up to age 70. So knowing that, we'll sit down and look at where the strategy works in. We'll get their Social Security payout numbers and run calculations and see, okay, if we wait till 67, and then we take that 401k money and then we put it back in the market, let it grow, and let it build again. Now they got a larger income to benefit. So I would never recommend anybody that's getting close to retiring or to just go take Social Security without sitting down with somebody that understands how to plan and how to package it with your retirement assets.
And does your Social Security get payout if you delay it? Does it get larger?
Absolutely.
On a monthly basis? Okay.
And after full retirement age, it actually increases by 8%. So 68, 69, 70, you get an 8% compounded interest on your money. So you're getting a guaranteed increase. I don't know where, I can't get 8% on, guaranteed. So that's why we want to delay it as far as we can.
And what about taxes on those withdrawals from your 401k once you get to that point? What do you need to consider there?
Well, I try to plan with clients when we're talking about our prospective clients, if we can see if we can potentially convert to a Roth IRA or start with Roth 403Bs or Roth 401Ks earlier on in life, or Roth IRAs, because what people don't understand is taxes come off those accounts. You'd be shocked how many people say, I got to pay tax on this money, because they forget they didn't pay taxes on it all along.
Right.
So we want to utilize taxes there. Another strategy that we can utilize with prospective clients is called a LIRP strategy. It's called life insurance and retirement planning, where you can overfund a cash value life insurance policy and pull that money out tax-free. So in conjunction with a CPA, we can see where the tax bracket will change and try to limit how much you're taking out of taxable and take the remaining out of tax-free or tax-deferred area, tax-efficient areas, so you can limit how much we give the government.
Dominic, thank you so much. I'm sure we just chipped the tip of the iceberg, but really interesting conversation here. Appreciate it.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Thanks. Coming up.